Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Well, I'm going to attempt to do a voiceover for this video. I found it. I taped it a while ago. It's been over a month, and so I wasn't going to do it. You've already seen the flip of these pages, and I feel like we've kind of already talked about them, but I did mention in a video or so ago that I had a few videos in my queue that I had not done a voiceover for and never posted. And a few of you wrote back very sweetly and just said, oh, we'd love to see them anyway. So here we are. I am very clear why, at least with this video, I'm sure I'm pretty clear why I struggled to do the voiceover. This was a crazy week for me with leaving my old job and transitioning to my new job, and it was very emotional. And so, although like all good emotion, sad and good, and like all of it, you know what I mean? It was also my daughter's birthday, and I also had to move into like my new office, which involved just a lot of work, and I couldn't have done it without my husband. So I know you guys have seen the picture and heard the story of the boots, but you can see the picture there on the right I just cut out. So we are way back. So currently it is like the 6th of March already, and you can see this is a month ago, and I'm not too sure exactly what night I'm journaling. Well, it must be after the 6th because I just feel like I've already told these stories. I just don't know. I might just turn it into music and let you guys watch, but there's not much to watch. You guys know what journaling looks like. So I don't know. I feel like I've already gone over these pages. Maybe I did it in a process. I don't know. I might be losing my mind and I might be posting this again, although it's not in my queue as something with a voiceover already. So anyway, this is me just looking through some Project Life cards, trying to figure out what I want to document on these pages. There was a lot. And, I do other journaling. I know you guys know that. So again, if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here a while, I do other journaling. And so this journal is usually the highlights of my day, not highlights in a good way all the time, but bullet points, if you will, the Cliff Notes version, for those of you old enough to know what that is. And so I think I'm just really trying to figure out what I want to put on these days. And I had gone, obviously you can see there, 4 or 5 days without journaling because things were so bananas. And so, I'm trying to figure it out. So obviously that day I had done my voiceover for the Lollipop Box Club that I got. So I try to put some of the label in or one of the stickers or something just to kind of denote that, that's the day I did the video. That's part of the actual little baggie that came in there. So you guys saw me prep these pages. So there's my 2 pictures. If you go back to my flip, I did do a flip already of the first half of February. I still have to do the second, but, and there's that coffee bag that I just have a hard time with. I finally figured out I just need to use that tape. The glue stuff doesn't work for me. If you guys use a glue that works on that kind of coffee bag material, that metal, let me know. But anyway, this tape I really like. I just cut it into some strips. I'm just using it there to figure out kind of what I want to do. So, I don't even know what day are we on. Let me see if I can find where we're at. Oh, there we are. Okay. And so, part of, I think, the journaling for me is emotional, and it kind of brings it back up. I realize on bigger days, like that you'd think are easy to journal, maybe, like they're almost easier for me to scrapbook, if that makes any sense. And put the pictures down and write a quick little blurb to really journal about it. And again, I've done other journaling on these days about the process for me and the emotional part of it. These are heavier days. So Every time I talk about this day, I have to explain that picture that I'm putting down there. I printed it out on my Sprocket. It's a screenshot actually of a workout that we did. And it's a workout you do multiple times, maybe twice a year or something like that. And so you have a score from the last time you did it, and then you do it again so you can see if you can better yourself or whatever. I didn't even keep score that morning because we did it like a little off, a little scalable. So anyway, so my whole point on these days is that I'm realizing sometimes in these journals, I have a very difficult time really documenting the emotional days. So for instance, when my Rue turned 16 last year, it took me a long time to actually document that day. Like I put the picture in and I put the celebrate part in, but it took me a while to kind of figure out what I wanted to say in the journal because I was really emotional about it. And like not in a bad way. Again, it's just a lot of emotion. I feel it all. And so on my days that I'm just filled with emotion, it's very difficult for me to figure out, kind of what I'm going to choose to put down. So those pictures, and I said in my flip, I'm not going to lie, I hadn't been to the office in forever, right? So I've been working at home, and then this was my actual last day at that job. So I was going into the office. So I was feeling pretty good about myself, guys. I'm not going to lie. Like I did my hair, I had some makeup on, I got dressed. I was feeling pretty good. So that picture on the left is me in the car right before I walked into the office, and like ready for a long day, ready, like knowing not only is it going to be emotional, but I have a lot of work to do to like get out, you know what I mean? And finish up everything. And that picture on the right is me after my last session. And I'm not going to lie, I was wrecked. I was like, oh boy. I mean, not to mention the lighting and everything is way worse too. So, but I mean, like I was done. So, and that picture's like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not even late. So I still have like 3 hours of work after me. So I had obviously my sessions, and then I had to do all my work, and then I had to log everything out and do all that stuff. And then I had to go turn in my computer. And then I had like an over hour, I think an hour and a half exit meeting. And, I was crying, they were crying. I don't know. It was a mess. I'm like, this is like, so anyway, and that picture of flowers, it's like, it does not look good. I know they totally, like spruced up, and then I didn't take a picture of my other bouquet. But anyway, those actually came to my door. It was very sweet that they sent those. And then they gave me one also as I was leaving. So it was very nice. But, and then that long sticker down is from, well, I cut out that little avatar that says like, oh my gosh, and then, or oh my God. And then kind of, I ended up writing about my day, because not my day, but the business part of my day. Yeah. So it didn't go well. I was not happy with, some of the details. So that is I'm on the wrong page. I think I finally figured out. Yeah, that's my breakfast bowl from the next day. That's how tired I am. So, yeah, there we go. Good job, Allison. I love our local magazine because it has, restaurants and pictures of our town, right? And so that breakfast bowl that you see kind of curled up, I'm going to put on the next page. That's the benefit right there of using a glue stick, folks. You can kind of pull it up. It's a little movable, and then you can just kind of rub it and it comes off that page. So I don't know what I'm looking for. I think I think I find I'm looking for a sticker that kind of says what we want to say on those days. And this conversation has come up multiple times in February in multiple groups and in multiple things. So I'm putting a little pencil there or pen just because, and some paper clips like to note, like, and it says fondly on that thing. And I end up journaling on that card, just like this month has been really hard and today was harder than I had hoped. But, and it just, like, that was me signing off on everything for the last time, signing out of, well, sort of, but lots of signing off that day. So that sticker says punch today in the face, and it's supposed to be this motivational quotes. I think that sticker book, in fact, might be inspirational quotes or motivational quotes, but I didn't mean it like in an inspirational way. I meant like I want to punch today in the face. So anyway, the next page is so sweet. So that little yoga card was a gift from Christy Biddleson a while ago, and I just love it. And it says warrior, and I love that word. I tinkered with it being my word of the year, but I had some other thoughts on it just because of some other things. But this is my first day at the new job, right? And so I go to PT, which is not, I have renamed it not physical therapy, but my private trainer, because he's working me and I'm sweating. It's almost a full gym session. It's for an hour. So it's actually more than a full gym session, honestly. So I grab my clothes, I throw them in a bag, right? I head off to PT and I'm out at 9 and I have to be at work. I told them I'm coming late. Like, it's my first day at work. I'm sure they're going to be fine with that. I'm like, I can't be there at 9. I have an appointment. I'm going to be late. I'll be there at 9:30. And so I haul out of there. I throw on my clothes and I haul to get this like breakfast bowl, which is what you see there, that acai bowl off to the right. And so I bring that in. I'm like eating in my first training meeting of the day. I go through my day. That's a sweet picture of my desk that I love. Elizabeth made me that quote. It's one of my favorites. And it says, small adjustments, great change, which is kind of my motto at work. So I just did some journaling there. Oh, yeah, this was the day. Oh, that's why. Yeah, so this was the day that my trainer told me no more working out, which, again, if you're new here, there's a lot of food and working out talk because I can't quite get it handled. If you're not new here, you know it's a constant battle for me. So anyway, he's putting his foot down and I have kicked and screamed long enough, and he finally said that's enough. So I don't even know how old he is. He's like 27 or something. He's a young little buck. He's a doctorate out of whatever new school, and he's not taking my shenanigans. So they finally put me with someone that is like, I don't think so. So I got that. So no more working out for me this month. I can only do his program, which I'm not doing, but I'm kicking and pouting again. So I do it minimally. Anyway, so I go to work. Oh, I'm putting, that's that little sticker. It says hello. The monkey's like, hello. And because I was meeting people and whatnot, and I'm just writing like first day at the new office. I said, holy cow, I have so much to learn and so much to handle. I mean, there's so much, you guys. It's way beyond anything I thought. So it's not the original job that I accepted or I applied for. And once they hired me for that, then there was all these changes, and they offered me a different job, which I then accepted. So by the time I'm walking in on the first day, I'm taking the new position. And it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So, but the story though is those stupid boots. I had packed my day, ran to PT, grabbed my bowl, changed in the bathroom type thing. All day. I mean, I was in meetings all day till like 4 or something like that. And, yeah, I have 2 different boots on. Yep. Yeah. I know. Crazy. So, let's see if I'm going to do any more here with you guys. I guess so. So I think we're skipping Saturday for a little bit. We're going to Sunday, and I thought maybe I journaled this out or cut this out. I guess I didn't. Oh, yay, you get to watch me write for a little bit. That's exciting. I'm just writing that I had a lazy day, just trying to get organized and whatnot. Oh yeah, so there I cut up most of it out, and just having so much to do. I don't even know where to start at this point at work. I had placed my grocery order because I'm trying to do that and be more organized and not spend, do the menu, do the list, and then place it online and then just swing by and pick it up so I don't meander the grocery store and I don't buy stuff that isn't on my list. So I will say those grocery bills are much cheaper. But it's also, I can't pick it up till like 8 o'clock that night because they're so busy. I mean, everybody's ordering online now. And so, which is fine. It is what it is. My daughter's best friend came and played. She plays for Washington State University, and they had a game in town against Seattle University, their first game of the season. And so my daughter drove up to watch it. They couldn't really watch it. There's no spectators, but she drove up and sat on her car and watched the game. And so I'm just putting, some stuff there. That might be, is that the end? Almost the end, you guys. So since this video has been filmed, I'm officially out of soccer washi tape. I've had it forever, and it's just that thing you don't think, but I use it like almost every day, right? So, oh my goodness. So I'm just noting that about my girl there, that she's going to go up. And then I have that panda down at the bottom doing yoga. You can see I'm trying to find one of that's a recollections, I guess, washi tape. And it has like healthy words on it. It says, be strong, eat green, hydrate. I'm just putting that at the bottom. My daughter, oh no, that's not that day. I'm sorry. I put the panda there because I said I'm trying to figure out what I can do to change my fitness right now. And I really wanted to try, we have a new yoga place in town that just opened, and I really wanted to try it. But in my humble opinion, they have a really lame schedule. So, excuse me, I can't go, basically. So I need to keep looking. There is another yoga place I might try and see if I can do. I do yoga at home. I think frequently may not be the right word, but I used to do it fairly frequently. Our house just does not lend to it. I can't explain our house, but the only place to do it is like in our living room. Well, that's not true. I guess I could do it up in the kitchen, but regardless, the TV's in the living room, and it's like the hub of the house, so everybody can hear it. And if I do it and the kids, well, I say kids, I only have one home. I have lots of excuses. If you'd like to see them or see a list, I'm happy to print them out for you. The bottom line is I'm not doing it at home. I'm not doing any of my weights at home. I'm not doing my rowing at home. I have stuff to do. I'm not doing it. And I know that. So I need to find something I will do. And what I will do is work out with other people and compete and like show up. And I like the environment. I like the music. I like the people. I like to encourage you when you're trying to do something and it's hard for you. And I like you to encourage me when I'm trying to do something that's hard for me. Or I like you to run and us run together, or us to run and you be ahead of me and push me to run harder, or me to be the one in front and encourage you to run harder that day. Like, I don't like working out by myself. So again, it's a lot of talk about working out and food some days because I miss, for just a while, like 2 years ago, it was good. Like, it was grooving and it was a good fit. It was really cool, and I really miss those days. So I'm trying to recreate that and find a fit. So the next day, don't you love that 8? Oh my gosh. I believe that's from Christy, also in a Happy Mail. If not, I apologize to whoever it was. I believe it's from Christy, though. I love that little drawing of him, and I'm totally okay with it taking up most of that page. So trying to figure it out. Let's see. This is the day I'm going to put, it's a Monday, so it's the start of the week. And this is like really, I guess, my first day at work, right? That Friday was like trainings and getting my computer login and, all the mucky work. And then this was my first day of like meeting with my new staff, doing the work stuff. And so I feel like I'm going to put, oh, I see what I'm doing. Okay. I was like, yeah. I have this big picture of off to the left of that girl kind of like looking forward. And I really want that on that first page. So that little border I love. You guys know that came out of a Mantra magazine. So I'm popping that on the next day. And this is just how I've been journaling, you guys. It's like, because I mean, I don't know what day I even filmed this, but obviously I'm behind I already have, some of those pictures printed up and something. I don't know if I'm journaling ahead of time at this point, I guess is what I'm saying, but that's the girl I want on there. And I'm realizing that quote is now in my way. So I'm going to peel that up. I have to say, you guys, this little dollar ledger book that I bought at the thrift store, the paper held up really well. I did have to glue some of the pages in. I've mentioned that a few times. They were just single pages. It wasn't even a signature. And it was fairly old. So some of them are coming out. I did have to mend it a little bit that way. But the paper itself, I was really happy with. It held most of the watercolors really well, or those distressed inks. It took some watercolor. It took some wet glue. It took most of the markers without them going through, too badly. I was really surprised. So as I'm flipping through this journal, kind of looking at the pages as I'm talking to you, like one of the pages is coming out. Just as I say that. So yeah, the binding itself is not great. So I'm happy to go in and just reinforce it with some, Scotch tape. So that little quote came off my tee, and I just thought it was perfect. It says, "The road may be bumpy, but stay committed to the process." And boy, if that's not a quote that is appropriate for everything, right? I don't know. I think sometimes when we're working on a goal, we expect hurdles and bumps and hard times, but other times when it's just life and it's bumpy, we kind of forget. And so I put an apple on there, or I will put an apple on there. I really love that quote. And it's the first day of my work. It's also the first day of the new semester. So it's a lot, and I have a kid who handles it, man, and it's a lot. So I'm going to write on there, she got her grades and she did so well last semester, and she's just handling it. And it's a lot for them to manage. And I know there's kids that are really struggling. I certainly have some that I work with, and this online school is really difficult. And so I can't believe we're halfway through the school year already, like these kids have already, so it's been obviously most of spring semester of last year, and then this full fall semester this year that, have been like online. And so anyway, just kudos to everyone. Kudos to everyone. Kudos to all of us. We're getting through this, you guys. Whatever it looks like, the teachers, the kids, the healthcare workers, the people that deliver mail, and the people that pick up our trash, and do our groceries. We're just figuring it out as humans, and I'm really proud of us, kind of. So I think it's important to kind of focus on what we're doing well, right? So as you can see, I'm just going back and forth in between these pages. I'm just trying to get stuff done. There's me putting watercolor on that paper, and like I said, it takes it fairly well. I was really happy with it. I am trying to decorate this page for my my daughter's birthday page. And I'd already put a few things on there you can see. and I wanted just some background color to kind of tie it all together. And we do what we have done for, I don't know, 12 years at least or something of her life. And thankfully, oh my gosh, I mean, it would have been horrible if it didn't happen. Thankfully, she had a soccer game that day. And so that's what we do, right? I mean, so it was nice to be back, at the field. It was nice that it was at our home field, and she got to see her team. I mean, they've been practicing, but to actually play. And my husband took a break from work and got off early actually and came over and joined us, and so we got to watch together. It was very sweet. So, and they got we went and got donuts. I went and got donuts beforehand and then gave the girls some donuts. So that's that little donut washi you see there. And again, it's just all we know playing sports, both my kids. We we have been more dedicated to sports than probably anything else. And well, academics obviously, but like sports came first. And so there's been birthday parties we've missed of other kids. There's been birthday parties we've put off for our own kids and family because we've chosen to allow them to play at the level they do and participate and still travel or do whatever. And so they enjoy it. I mean, it's our second family for sure. So, and then afterwards, we were able to, the restaurants are open here for capacity or, part capacity. And so we were able to go. And again, it's just what we do. She changed in the car. She put on a little outfit and off we went. And we went to the restaurant and her friends were there and it was really fun. So they had 2 tables inside. They can't sit all at like one table, but they had 2 tables next to each other. And then my husband and I sat outside and enjoyed a lunch, and she got to celebrate. So it's just what we do. So not anything fancy by any means. So I just spent a little bit of time documenting that. I had ordered her cupcakes from my friend who makes custom cakes and cupcakes, but I thought cupcakes were easier and people could grab their own type thing with COVID. I don't know. So we had those. And then that night we went home. I know I already told all this in my flip through. It's all like the same story, obviously. We went home that night and watched Mamma Mia, which is her all-time favorite movie, musical, whatever. And I don't know, it's kind of sad. She really wanted to have a Mamma Mia birthday party this year, like a big to-do, like where everyone comes dressed but I'm just, obviously we'll have to postpone it for next year. I hope this is all history at this point next year and we can go back to, I don't know, socializing with people in the same room without masks. So, but we watched the movie. It was fun and just had a really casual night. And then we will celebrate just our family later. But it was a fun birthday for her. So that's just it. I'm just documenting that page. I don't even know. I thought I cut out the journaling. I'm really sorry. I thought I had edited this out, but maybe I hadn't. So I think we'll just maybe talk our way through it. But I am definitely doing more journaling in this book. And I've said that before too. I think the lines of the book kind of lend to it. It's also just a time that maybe I'm just processing more. And so I'm kind of, I don't know, wanting to write more. But that page is, again, it's kind of an emotional day for me. I don't know how you other mamas are, but I get emotional on my kids' birthdays, like really emotional, not in like a depressed, sad, leave me alone way, but I'm like really, I mean, I cry easily anyway at anything. You guys know that if you've seen me open Happy Mail, but like I get really emotional on their birthdays because it's huge to me. I don't know. I love them so much. And I'm just so blessed to be their mom. Like it's just amazing to me. So these days, are sometimes emotional for me, and so I'm glad that she's so happy and whatnot. But I think writing about it is also, sometimes hard. So in this journal, I really just kind of stick to what happened, not the emotional part. So, but I do all that in my other journal, all my mushy. That's where I'm going to try. So I'm going to write like the movie. I'm trying to figure out like where can I write that we watch the movie and like all that kind of stuff. And I think that's where I'm going to put it. And then I obviously figure out maybe that's not, but I'm just going to hand letter. I have 100, probably more than 1,000 letter stickers, but I'm going to hand letter this because apparently looking for the letter stickers right now is outside of my energy. So that's a piece of dyed paper that it's just like a scrap. And then, so I'm just coloring it in with some glitter markers and whatnot. But I don't know, you guys. February was a little rough. Lots of changes in my life. And I mentioned in my last, I think in the flip, maybe, if you guys have watched that, February is the hardest month for most people, especially in the Western hemisphere, or the Northern hemisphere, excuse me, or wherever it's winter, right? Wherever it's the shortest month of the year, there's often like all sorts of things that come up in February for people. And so it's the month that, the new year is over. The goals you set, the excitement of the new year, it's all started to fade. We're going into, dark, wet days in a lot of the places. And so February is a very tough month for a lot of people. And we know that in a couple different fields, right? But I think it's neat to kind of, there's definitely some fun things in it too. So, and as long as we can just stay focused on those, I think it's good. So look what I'm using, you guys. It's glitter Mod Podge. Have you seen it? Have you heard me talk about it? I know. I am into glittering everything right now. And the beauty of it, you guys, is it sticks. It's not like glitter. So for those of you that are like, traumatized by glitter going everywhere and sticking to places where you can't even imagine that you wake up and you have glitter and you're like, how did that even happen? The Mod Podge, it lays flat. It's beautiful. And I have a little extra, so I'm just, I'm Mod Podging everything. So I'm going to stick that down there in that corner, but I'm going to let it dry first. So I'm looking back, I'm looking at those pages and I'm just feeling like, and this is kind of where I get to a point of like, I think I'm done probably journaling and I don't know if I want to do a lot of writing, but I'm probably going to add, I don't even know how much longer the video is, to be honest, but you can see I write in my Frixion markers oh, there it is. There's the end of the tape. You guys saw it here. Oh my gosh, the end of the soccer tape. Yep, that was it. I'm noting that on that day, so again, we're back on the 3rd. Like, I'm just going back and forth. I'm just trying to finish up these pages. I'm overwhelmed. I think that I normally, when I'm journaling well, I'm journaling daily. And it feels good. And I guess doing this and catching up on so many pages is a little overwhelming. So I just keep flipping back and forth and back and forth. But I'm journaling there that we had our first team meeting for high school soccer, which it was on Zoom, of course, but so good, man. The high school season's finally starting. Thank goodness, because it's a fall sport here. And so they've postponed the whole season and they're going to let the girls play for spring, which was just amazing. And so we were all on there, and the athletic director was there, and just all the goodness. So super exciting. That's it for me, you guys. Have a great night. Bye.